I think that we can do our very best as Christians to operate within the boundaries of the law. And so just a good example of how that might work is you can use social media to get the message out in your nation in terms of what abortion actually is. That does change minds. It changes the current of thought in your nation when you have people who are broadcasting and heralding truth on a particular issue. Like I said a moment ago, the media cannot dominate the conversation any longer, not with social media. We can control the conversation as Christians. I would say my friend, Jason Walsh, was a part of an organization called the Center for Bioethical Reform. And his website is one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. When you first pull the website up, there is a warning that a graphic video will start in 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7. So you're not really ready for it, but once it starts, it is actual video footage of an abortion taking place. It's several abortions taking place. It is so graphic and so horrifying, but it's like the Holocaust pictures. You need to see what was taking place. And that sort of exposure to the world of what's actually taking place is something I believe the world needs to see. Somebody could say, well, that's graphic, and I think that that's distasteful, and I think that that's uncomfortable. But the truth is it's actually taking place. It's not pretend. It's not in theory. It's really happening. And so we have to expose the world to it. It's like showing the world pictures of the Holocaust victims. Those are graphic photos, but they need to be seen because they expose the evil that was taking place there. You can, I believe, still demonstrate what's taking place in your nation far enough away from the abortion mills that people can get the picture and understand. Let me just say, the pictures do the heavy lifting for us. I went outside of an abortion mill once, quick story, go outside the abortion mill, a man was saying to me, it's not a baby, it's not a baby, it's not a baby, it's a mass of tissue, it's just a clump of cells. And so what I did is I grabbed a sign, a big graphic sign of a baby torn to shreds from abortion. And it was clearly a baby, and it was clearly in pieces. I hate the pictures, by the way, with my whole heart. I hate carrying them. I hate having them. And so I said to him, I said, sir, please just try this. I said, you hold this sign. I want you to hold this sign and now try to argue the way that you just did. And so he takes the sign in his hands, and he stared down at the sign and looked at it. And he looked up at me, and his face lost all the color. He just stared at me, and he said, I'm not talking to you anymore. And he handed the sign back to me. Listen, the sign does the heavy lifting for you. I've had women drive into the abortion center, see the sign, turn back around, stop, and tell me, thank you for being here today. I almost went inside. Thank you for being here, and thank you for having that sign. So even that sort of exposure to your nation might really help a lot.